Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today on the bench we have an 18 size Elgin that I got to fill this case. I've had it sitting empty for a while and it's too nice to leave that way. This is a 17 joule Elgin from around 1918 and it's currently not running. Let's remove the hands now. There's a lot of crunching sounds coming from underneath the dial. I may have a bit of a project to fix here. The hands look good, so let's see what all that crunching was about. It almost looks like little shards of glass. Maybe the crystal broke at one point and some of the shards got underneath the dial. There are also some white spots on the plate that signify moisture. There's a mystery fiber here as well. The intermediate wheels look good. This retaining plate should have a cutout on the underside for the wheel. It was definitely causing too much friction, so I'm going to replace that with a proper fitting one. So far nothing's broken, so let's flip over to the gear train side. The balance staff seems good, there's no side shake. Keep in mind how dark these chatones are. After cleaning, I'd imagine they'll be as bright as the end stone here. I'll show the balance pivots later on, so let's remove the barrel bridge. Wow, that is a lot of grime. It almost looks like there's bug eggs on the barrel lid. Hopefully they're not viable. This has got me a little concerned. If there's this much grime on the barrel, it's probably going to be a mess in the gear train. Let's take the plate off and see just how bad it is. The jewels are caked with old lubricant and whatever else is mixed in with it. I can already see a lot of grime on the second wheel. It also looks like the barrel has been rubbing against it. Here's a close-up of the escape wheel. This is old gelatinized lubricant. At least I hope it is anyway. Here's the second wheel. Looks like old oil mixed with some fibers. This is the second wheel's safety pinion. Lots of solidified old oil. If this watch was run in this state for even a couple of weeks, I would expect the gears would need to be replaced due to wear. Other than the grime, everything looks surprisingly fine. When lubricant turns green like this, it's a good indication that it's at least 30 to 40 years old. Given the overall level of grime, that doesn't surprise me one bit. Now I'm going to burnish the balance pivots. This is the top pivot. You can see how it's flat at the tip and scored on the pivot itself. Here's the bottom pivot, pretty much the same as the top. Now here's the top pivot after burnishing. You can see the slight dome at the tip as well as the pivot being polished. And here is the bottom pivot. I gave it a more aggressive dome to help even out the amplitude difference between dial up and dial down. And here are the positions after poising. The amplitude is about 15 degrees higher than the time grapher is showing. And here's the finished movement. This one required a lot of work that I couldn't get on camera, so I'll go through that now. The micro regulator threads were stripped, so I replaced that, as well as polishing this plate here. The hairspring was also bent, so I straightened that out. And the barrel arbor. I don't know where this one came from, but it was too tall and it was causing the barrel to rub against the second wheel, so I replaced that. The chatones are now nice and bright. So with all that work done, the movement is complete and running well, so I'm happy. It's nice to see this case finally have a movement in it. It looks great. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.